Introducing McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu.
I'll have the "my office is full of kleptos" meal, please.
Fast food is known for being fast and cheap. And while the speed may stay the same, the prices, unfortunately, will not. Here are 10 iconic fast food items getting more expensive this year. The Whopper.
Apparently Marvin not only told us, but fed us. A Whopper.
This one is a Whopper for sure. Not only is the Whopper Burger King's signature burger, it's also one of the most famous fast food hamburgers of all time. If you haven't put on that cardboard crown and sunk your teeth into a Whopper lately, then now is the time to do it. Because we have to tell you that it's going to cost you more than it did last year. If you're thinking that you don't have to worry about the price because you always get it as part of the 2 for $5 menu, well, maybe you should sit down for this next part. You're right, for years now, that 2 for $5 menu has been a godsend for Whopper lovers everywhere. Because the only thing better than one Whopper is 2 of them for $5.
Well, 2 is better than 1.
But that's all about to change. According to the company's recent fourth quarter earnings call, they will be officially removing that flame-broiled delight of a hamburger from the 2 for $5 menu. No longer will a simple $5 get you 2 Whoppers. Soon, all that $5 bill will get you is 1 Whopper. And if you want fries and a drink, you'll need a couple of bucks more. If you can still get 2 Whoppers for $5, then do it, because all signs point to you not being able to do it much longer. Chipotle Burritos.
And it sells burritos. Millions and millions of burritos.
There are a few things as satisfying as a big burrito from Chipotle filled with all of your favorite fix-ins. It's large, it's filling, and it's available for a good price. Well, at least it used to be available for a good price. The good news for Chipotle employees was the increase in the minimum wage they saw in 2021. However, Chipotle, not wanting to give up any profits, decided to counteract the increased wages by increasing their prices by 4% that year. They felt they had enough of a value proposition that they could up their prices while not alienating customers, saying that a chicken burrito totally customized the way you want it is well below $9 in most parts of the country, and it's definitely below $10 everywhere. And while that might have been true in 2021, there's no guarantee it remains true in 2022.
We have to spend more money on things we don't want.
In fact, when the new year hit, so did another 6% increase in their prices. And with the announcement that there are probably more increases to come, the odds seem good that a fully customized burrito will hit that double-digit price sometime in 2022. We aren't saying that there still won't be good value there, but that $10 price point might be the deal breaker for some. Big Mac, fries, and soda.
Hamburger and french fries and a Coca-Cola. That'd be 35 cents, please.
The house that Ronald built is the biggest and most popular fast food franchise in the world, and their Big Mac and french fries are 2 of the main reasons why. They are iconic and delicious, and they've generally been a lesser hit on the pocketbook than many other options. And while they were still affordable in 2021, they weren't as affordable as they used to be with the 6% hike in prices McDonald's initiated that year. And if you thought that these new prices were here to stay, it would appear that isn't the case. On a recent earnings call, the company looked forward to 2022 and discussed the probability that prices would continue to go up this year as well, and not just on the food items. The Wall Street Journal reported that the head office has given franchisees the okay on rising the price of soda as well. So while we've all become used to getting a soda for $1 for years now, that is changing.
You can pay more.
I can't pay more.
You might need to add a little something to that buck if you want a soda from McDonald's in 2022. This also means the prices of combos will also go up. Hot and ready pizza.
What about me, Little Caesar? Pizza, pizza.
Besides the Little Caesar guy saying pizza, pizza, there might not be anything people associate more with the chain than their $5 hot and ready pie. For 25 years, you could walk into a Little Caesars restaurant and get a hot and ready pizza pie for $5. But as we all know, good things don't last forever. In January of 2022, Little Caesars announced that they would be upping the price for their hot and ready pizza. No longer would a $5 bill get the job done. Now you'll need to add 55 cents to that bill in order to walk out of the restaurant with your favorite pizza. And while we appreciate their adherence to the number 5 with the addition of 55 cents to the price, there is something we don't quite understand when it comes to this price increase.
Why?
Along with announcing the cost hike, the company also announced that they'd be adding 33% more pepperoni to the pizza as well. Now, while we don't know the numbers, we do wonder if they could have foregone the added pepperoni and just kept the price at $5. Starbucks drinks.
Okay, I heard Starbucks.
No, you didn't. Nobody said Starbucks.
Starbucks has never been cheap. In fact, their high prices have been a source for customer complaints and stand-up comic jokes for decades now. But that hasn't stopped us from eating and drinking there either. Because, let's face it, our day hasn't really officially started until we've had that first sip of our double vanilla macchiato with oat milk, cinnamon, and whipped cream. And for all you other Starbucks fanatics out there, you're probably aware that your go-to drink has gotten even more expensive over the last year, with 2 price increases. one in 2021 and one more in January of 2022. But lest you think the increases were over, you should probably know that they aren't. We hate to be the bearers of bad news, but Starbucks, in their drive to deliver better profit margins, have talked about making another round of price increases this year.
Here we go. Profit, profit, profit.
While paying more always sucks, this announcement hits harder given the fact that Starbucks also announced that profits were up 31% for the most recent quarter. Feels a little greedy to us, and we aren't the only ones. Following the announcement, Starbucks saw a barrage of unhappy folks on social media commenting about the perceived greed. There were even those who declared themselves done with Starbucks for good, an idea that has us getting caffeine withdrawal shakes just by thinking about it. Krispy Kreme donuts.
It's a Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Who cares about the extra calories? When it comes to donuts, we aren't eating them for their calories, we're eating them because they taste so good. And there are few donuts that taste as good as the ones you get at Krispy Kreme. However, while we couldn't care less about the calorie intake of a Krispy Kreme donut, the outtake of cash from our wallets is something we care about greatly, and we assume many others do as well. Which is why we probably weren't alone in shedding a tear when the company raised their prices in 2021. And while fans of the delicious donuts probably decided to grin and bear it, we aren't sure if the next price hike won't finally get them to get their donut fix elsewhere. And yes, another price hike is most probably coming. When exactly? We don't know, but it has been reported that the company does plan on upping the cost of their offerings this year as well.
How much will it cost?
How much more will it cost us? We don't know. But it seems that, unfortunately, inflation hasn't spared the donut, as many of us hoped it would, given how hard they are to resist. Domino's chicken wings.
These chicken wings or angel wings, God, I love these things.
For some people, it's almost impossible to order a Domino's pizza without also getting an order of chicken wings on the side. Like peanut butter and chocolate, few things go as well together as pizza and wings. However, while we don't know if the price of a Reese's peanut butter cup has gone up, we do know that getting your Domino's pizza and chicken wings is costing you more in 2022 than it did before. Well, actually, that isn't technically true. It's costing you the same. You're just getting less for the money. Allow us to explain. So, whereas before Domino's was offering up 10 chicken wings for $7.99, in 2022 the price stayed the same, but the order now only comes with 8 wings, making each wing more expensive in the end. Also, if you're used to walking into your local Domino's franchise and placing your order, you should know that the chicken wings won't be available to you.
I'd like Domino's chicken wings, please.
We don't sell those.
Along with the decrease from 10 to 8 wings, the company also made them exclusive to folks ordering online or via their app. Online and app orders require less people to fulfill them, which is why fast food restaurants will make certain items or specials only available to those ordering it in that manner. And with Domino's, the chicken wings have become one of those such things. Everything at Taco Bell.
You brought us Taco Bell.
For years, Taco Bell has been encouraging us all to live más, which translates to live more. And well, it looks like they're taking their own advice, at least when it comes to the more part. And as some of you may have noticed already, in order to live más these days, it's going to cost más as well. That's right, to think outside the bun these days, you're gonna be shelling out 10% more moolah than you were previously. The good news is that given how relatively inexpensive Taco Bell was before, 10% more doesn't make it that hard to continue enjoying their food as much as you do already. Obviously, even a few bucks more each visit adds up, especially these days when everything is going up in price.
And I can't afford it.
But with that being said, a real-world example of the price hike puts a Burrito Supreme, Crunchy Taco, and large drink combo at about $6.39, as opposed to the previous $5.79. As long as they don't go ahead and raise the prices again soon, that 10% increase seems like something most people are willing to accept, if it means we can still stuff our faces with burritos, tacos, and all the other delicious menu items they offer. Basically, we're saying that an extra 60 cents won't keep us from running for the border. Cheesecake.
That's why I work at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm holding out for the right part.
Yes, we're talking about the Cheesecake Factory. And it isn't just the cheesecake that is getting more expensive. Back in February, the company announced that they were increasing menu prices by 3.25%, which brought their year-over-year menu pricing increase total to 4.75%. The good news is that the franchise has always been good about giving us value for our money, with the crazy serving sizes, so a minimal price increase doesn't seem too bad. Although we do wonder what Sheldon Cooper and the Big Bang Gang would have done had the prices gone up when they were regulars at their local cheesecake factory? Would Sheldon have made them find another place for his regular Tuesday night hamburger?
Can't we just go to Big Boy? They only have one burger.
Although one reason for the increase, according to the company, is an increase in labor costs, which means Penny would have been making more money too. Maybe she wouldn't have had to borrow money from Sheldon to pay her rent that time. But Big Bang theorizing aside, we do also have to note that the Cheesecake Factory is expected to go through another round of price hikes this year. At this point, there's no information as to exactly when or by how much though. Dunkin Coffee.
That's good for $5 at Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' took the donuts out of their name a while back in recognition that they were more than just a donut shop. And that's true. Many people actually love their coffee, and it has long held a special place in our caffeinated hearts for its price point, which falls in the middle of the expensive Starbucks and the cheaper McDonald's. However, that middle ground looks to be shifting. Back at the beginning of 2022, the chain hiked their prices and caused a bit of an outrage amongst their loyal fans. Reddit and social media were home to many posts regarding the new prices, and the disappointment was palpable as people were noticing the new rates at different locations around the country. And it wasn't just the coffee that got more expensive.
Everything is either too expensive or just horrible.
Some locations got rid of various deals, like $2 medium latte deals after 2 p.m., and other customers noted the disappearance of 2 for $2 deals on egg and cheese wraps, with one wrap now going for $4. Now, some folks did point out that even with the price increases, Dunkin' was still cheaper than some other places. Order up more great videos, just tap or click, and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad.